Thank you so much for stopping in. Um, I think this video is going to be a little bit long, so just hang in there, prepare for a little bit longer video. Um, this is the channeling that I have for you today. It is your responsibility to be aware and open your intuitive energetics to accept the evolutionary transformational process that is happening. It is not okay anymore to simply let it flow. Let things flow. Humanity must want to see and allow activation as a declaration of acceptance. And then let the eagerness of your thoughts, the creativity of your thoughts, begin to fabricate how you will realize energy in the innovative ways you are preparing for. We are in a very, this is me talking, we are in a very preparatory time right now. I took this channeling, I wrote this channeling in April, and it is finally coming out. I'm finally getting to it, and it is very appropriate. If you have not scheduled your sound, color, voice file, please contact me at theunlikelychanneler@gmail.com. It's very important right now. At least you will be able to see where you are right now, where your basis is right now, as far as balance, human body balance. And I'm doing this, I'm reminding you again and again and again, because the way I see it is either I tell you or somebody else is going to tell you. I have found a really good program that I think you will absolutely love, and it doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't hurt anything. Anyway, so contact me at theunlikelychanneler@gmail.com. I am not getting comments from my videos anymore. I don't know why, but I channel and I can't really worry about that. So when you have to contact me at my Gmail account, because then I can get you scheduled. I'm going to continue the channeling. You are moving into a time where you don't sit and wait. You are moving into a time where engaging in the transformational, innovative mind seeks is the future. Your engagement activities, the wheel of life, activates the wheels of innovations and sends humanity into the forward time. By ignoring this advancement, evolutionary change takes time. By engaging with the willingness to accept the evolutionary changes, humanity advances, levels up, begins to let go of the worn out restrictions of dominance, and sees the future as expansive and transformational, truly revolutionary. Again, I'm going to remind you, get on my schedule to have a sound, color session of your personal voice. Contact me at theunlikelychanneler@gmail.com, and I'll get you on the schedule. I'm going to continue. It is thoughtful to consider that all you know is not what will be. As you advance forward in years, we desire to add the human physical form upon the earth realm will not go away. There will continue to be physical lives. The advancement you are coming into realization of is you are energy within a physical form. You are light in a physical body. At this point, many believe you are only physical, that you are only physical. you will come to understand that you are both light and physical. We have said this many times. The evolutionary transformation that comes is you, the individual, gets to the understanding and ability to transition from physical to light form, and then back from light form to physical at will. The transition from one to the other is maintained through your soul being and conscious awareness. No thing is lost. No thing needs to be relearned or remembered, because you are the same soul being if you are cloistered in a body, if you are in light form, or if you are soul spirit. The only difference is the soul spirit doesn't transition from body physical to light. Soul spirit exists as energy. This realization is priority. Yet humanity will not make it such, primarily because the reality that you are soul light energy in a physical body, holds tremendous fear. And it holds the impression that only divine beings can transition from physical to light and back to physical, because you have learned this through many teachings as a divine being ability only and outside of you. The notion that a person can alter its form is thought of as sacrilege, catastrophic, and impossible. Therefore, a chaotic, life-changing event when it happens, and not divine and it should be as it should be considered. Therefore, if you are experiencing from one thing to the other, we have learned that it's only divine beings that can do this, that can be light in physical form, and be seen as light in physical form. We interpret it as it's chaotic when you transition form from physical to light and back to physical. The human considers it a chaotic, life-changing event, and not divine as it should be. It should be considered divine to each one of us. We think we can't do it. You are divine. Humanity, through teachings, humanity, through teachings, replaced you as the divine being with an outside source as the divine being. This is where the breakdown of sovereignty came into full power. Indeed, it is a change event to acknowledge or transition from physical to light and back to physical, and can be considered by any personal experience as catastrophic or divine and miraculous. It is not that you lack respectfulness for an overall benevolent energy. It is that you have been under the impression, the understanding, that you are not divine, but that there is a higher divine being beyond you. Thus, you understand and accept that you are not divine. Acceptance that you are both physical and light is the first stages. Whew, this is long. Acceptance takes away the intensity of the calamitous event. because you are more balanced and less judgmental overall. I'm going to take a glass of water. Because you are more balanced and less judgmental overall. The transformation is a process that takes generations to peak. However, the process is the joy. Each of human years gets more and more enjoyable while also having contentment in your joy. The revolutionary enactment is faster in human years. It too is a process, yet it takes less time for humanity to establish the desire for changing the status quo in your coming time of energetic change. The welling up of desire for change activates quicker. It enacts in decades, not generations. Decades, 10 years. Okay. So while you are currently in a decade of revolutionary changes, you are also currently in a transformation out of the dominance era and into a golden era that ultimately takes generations to peak. But you have all of the benefits that satisfy the human urge for change. The galaxy that you revolve in is entering the era within the universal location where revolution is necessary to carry on the species of Earth realm with corrections to the dominance mindset, and therefore transition intuitively happens because the energetics available to you are easily accessed and implemented due to the locale your galaxy is in within your universal space. Humanity must have the willingness to let go of the attitudes and restrictions and restraints the status quo that no longer serve your future time. You must be willing to let it die off, end, fully understanding that the learning, attitudes, restraints did serve their purpose. Then you look forward to a refreshed time to learn more. That's where it ends. This was a really long channeling. Whew. So they started out as, we have to make our own declaration of acceptance. Go back and listen to this. Please do. Please go back and listen to it. It's long enough for me not to give too many comments, but they first of all, they started out declaration of acceptance. That's what we kind of have to do. We have to accept. And then let's see. They started talking about that humanity must want it. We have to want it. And then we make a declaration of acceptance. They also said, it is thoughtful to consider that all you know is not what will be as you advance forward in years. So we have to keep an open mind. There's so many things changing. We just have to hang in there. That's why I think it's important to have, for you to do your sound, color, resonance, voice file. So you know where your basis is to help us become balanced more. And then they kind of reassured us by saying, we desire to add, the human physical form upon the earth realm will not go away. It's interesting that they kind of put that in there. I think that's interesting. Then they talked about the evolutionary transformation that's coming is the individual gets to the understanding and ability to transition from physical light form back to physical. In a previous conversation, they talked about levitation. the next step, I'm guessing, is that we will be able to consciously recognize that we are changing, that we're still physical, but we see ourselves in more of a light form. Other people see us in a light form. And we just know that we're going back. We're still one, but we have different ways of expressing. Instead of just physical, we express as light, as vibration, as resonance, as a messaging, transmitting and receiving, um, all the time. And we have to understand that, and it's okay. They also said this realization is priority. We have to prioritize that we are energy, and we have to understand it. We have to understand it. We are in a revolution. We are in a massive time of change. I'm going to stop here. Nothing else is coming to my head. For your personal sound color session, please contact me at The Unlikely Channeler. Please like my video, and please stay tuned, because there is a lot more to come.